If your website isn't helping you rank on Google and attracting paying customers, it's time for a change. The truth is, there are things on your site right now that might be undermining your SEO and frustrating your visitors. Cleaning up your site isn't just about making it look nice, it's about creating an experience that keeps visitors engaged and coming back for more. And once you tackle them, you will start to see improvements on traffic, engagement, and conversions. And let's start with the most important one. Low quality content is the first thing you need to get rid of. And here one thing might be a bit confusing. I'm talking about blog post dates. You might find other videos around covering different opinions about having or not blog post dates in your articles. But my opinion is that this is a minor thing if your content has quality and needs updated. Blog post dates might seem like a tiny detail, but they are actually quite controversial. Some people swear by removing them because they think it makes your content look old and scares away readers. Others argue that without dates, your audience won't know if your advice is still relevant, specifically in fast-moving industries like tech or marketing. But here is the thing. Even a current blog post will underperform if the content doesn't deliver value. Imagine you are a local social media looking for content scheduling tools, and you stumble on a blog post called Best Tools for Scheduling Content, with no data and an outdated advice. Even the post was written in 2024, poor quality content will leave you frustrated and searching for more information. The same thing happens around blog dates, and applies here. Visitors will not trust content that feels irrelevant or unhelpful. So how to fix this? Start by keeping the dates, but make them work for you. Then pair this with a quality audit to ensure your content delivers value. Tools like SEMrush can help you quickly identify other blog posts with strong potential but declining engagement or outdated information. Regular refreshing and updating these posts, specifically the ones that once have performed well, can turn them into powerful assets. And here's the process. Use SEMrush to find blog posts with high traffic or backlinks but declining engagement. Low engagement is a potential warning sign for low quality content, so you want to always keep an eye out for this. Improve the content by adding up-to-date stats, example, or fresh insights to ensure it matches today's reader expectations. Then, optimize posts with SEMrush SEO writing system to align them with current SEO best practices. One of my favorite ways of using SEO writing system tool is by asking it to rewrite my headlines on other blogs. Headlines are a key driver to traffic to your blogs, and also for your readers, because help them to understand which are the topics and the points that the content will cover, and understand better the value of this article to them. Republish with updated data and new insights, signaling both search engines and readers that your content is fresh, relevant, and trustworthy. In just a few steps, you will have improved the quality of your content and made it more relevant to your readers. This will not only improve your SEO, it will help you to build trust with your audience, which is also very important. When your content is current and high quality, it positions you as an expert and tells your visitors you are staying on top of trends. Plus, it gives search engines a reason to keep sending traffic to you. PDFs are another thing that you can remove from your website, or for sure work better with them. Blogs, as an example, are one of the many ways that you can use content to build trust. Another way to build trust with your audience is working with content marketing packets of content like ebooks or other downloadable resources. PDFs are great for those kind of things. But when it comes to SEO, they are not pulling their value. While search engines can index PDFs, they limit your ability to optimize key elements like headers, meta description, or navigation. They are also static, meaning that they don't adapt to your user behavior or devices. This makes it harder to track how people interact with them. Now, for many folks in our community who offer online courses or other online contents in this format, our suggestion is to put in them, the PDFs, behind an email sign-up form. That way they will still deliver value while helping you collecting leads. For example, let's say you are an online creator who sells a course that teaches people how to sew. Perhaps you have designed a quick start guide of sewing in really beautiful PDF, and you don't think it will translate the same on a website. Well, you can still keep the PDF as a downloadable on your website, but set it up so that anyone who wants to access that PDF has to also give their email for it. That said, if you don't do that, the best solution is to convert PDF content into HTML pages. This lets you fully optimize for SEO, improve your mobile usability, and keep visitors engaged. Remember, keeping users engaged on our site will help us to boost our ranks on search. So we want to make sure that we are optimizing for that as much as possible. And thank you pages are often overlooked in that matter, but they are hiding gold mine for engagement. Most people use them to track conversions and thank their audience for taking a specific action. And while that's great, it's also missing a key opportunity. Instead of that end, use the thank you page to keep the momentum going. For example, let's say you want a clothing brand and someone just bought a pair of shoes on your site. It might be worth to add a 10% discount code in their checkout thank you page to encourage them to keep shopping and boost your retention rates. You could also link to a related product or content. Even small tweaks like linking to a helpful blog post or encouraging them to join your email list can drive further action than keeping users engaged. Well, pop-ups are really hard to defend. I know it can help with conversion rates, and they are good at capturing attention, but they could actually be harming your user experience. Pop-ups are a prime example. They are one of those loved or hated website features. On one hand, they are great for grabbing attention. On the other hand, they can be incredibly annoying when done poorly. Think about the last time you visited a site and were bombarded with a pop-up as soon as you arrived. Frustrating, right? Now imagine trying to close it and not find the little X button. That's the kind of experience that makes people leave, and search engines don't like it as well. If you are going to use pop-ups, think it twice. Only use them for high-value actions like newsletter sign-ups or important time-sensitive announcements. The big tip with pop-up is to delay their appearance by a few seconds or tie them to user activity, like scrolling halfway down the page. And whatever you do, make them easy to close. In fact, anything that interrupts your viewer's experience will have negative impacts on your SEO. One of those hiding SEO killers that most business owners and marketers forget about are redirects. Redirects are necessary evil for fixing broken links or guiding users to updated URLs. But too many redirects or redirect chains can slow down your site. When it comes to our website, every second counts. Here's what to keep in mind when using redirects. First, make sure the new page's content closely matches the old page's content and fulfills the same search intent. Think of it this way: if someone clicks on your site expecting to find a bike helmet but ends up on a page for bike shoes, they are going to be frustrated. It's bad for user experience, so it's the same for search engines. Another thing to watch out for is creating redirect loops or chains. This happens when there are multiple redirects between the original URL and the final destination. Sure, Google can handle up to 10 redirects hoops, but it's not ideal. Redirect chains can slow down your page load times and dilute your link equity, which by the end hurts your SEO. So what can you do to ensure your redirects are working properly? Start by auditing your site regularly to identify and clean up unnecessary or inefficient redirects. SEMrush Site Audit Tools doesn't just find redirects, it also analyzes their efficiency. It identifies redirect chain loops and outdated or unnecessary redirects that might be slowing down your site. With these insights, you can prioritize and fix the most critical issues first, ensuring a faster, more user-friendly site that search engines love. By regularly auditing and optimizing your redirects, you will improve your load times, preserve link value, and keep your site in ranking high. While there are plenty of technical SEO things to pay attention to, we can't forget about general look and feel of your site. So much of the user experience on a website comes down to the visuals we use, which is why it's so important to think about the colors on your site. Visual design plays a huge role in how people experience your site, and your color scheme can either guide their attention or drive them away. Too many clashing colors or poor contrasts can make your site look unprofessional and hard to navigate. The key to effective color usage is simplicity and intention. A clean, neutral-based pair with one or two accented colors is far more impactful than a rainbow of conflicting hues. Gradients, when overused or mismatched, can create a chaotic look that distracts users from your content or calls to action. Colors also carry psychological weight, influencing how users feel and behave on your site. For example, blue means trust and stability, green suggests growth and harmony, and red creates urgency. While these insights are valuable, the real power of colors lies in their ability to work together, supporting your brand and creating a cohesive experience. The goal is to guide your visitors' eyes to where you want them to take action, without overwhelming them or making their heads hurt with too many colors. Once you've nailed your color scheme and it's reflective of your brand, you will want to nail down your headlines on your website. Your headlines are the first thing visitors see, so they need to work hard. If your headline is vague or overly clever, it could confuse your audience or fail in communicate what you do. For example, unlock your potential. Might sound nice, but it doesn't tell me anything about your business. Strong and specific headlines aren't just good for grabbing attention. They are great for SEO as well. When your headlines add value, visitors are more likely to click deeper into your website and explore other pages. This brings down your bounce rate and increases the time spent on your site, which Google sees as a sign that your content is valuable and relevant. Plus, clear descriptive headlines that include the right keywords help search engines better understand and rank your page for relevant searches. For example, a headline like "Business Coaching for SEOs and Directors" immediately tells your audience what you offer, but also signals to Google what your page is about. This makes it easier for the right people to find you. But once you get viewers on your site, it's up to you to keep them there. This is where having a simple, clear navigation menu becomes super important. Your navigation menu is one of the most important points of your site. If it's overloaded with links, it can confuse visitors and make it harder for them to find what they are looking for. Streamline your menu to focus on top priorities, ideally 5 or fewer links. Secondary links like your blog or privacy policy can live on the footer. A clean focus menu makes it easier for users to navigate your site and take action, which is what we want them to do. To better organize this, think on your structure of your website, which pages connect to each other, and group them, building clusters of content and pages. One of the most common actions that users will take on your site is filling out a contact form, which is why we need to make sure we are optimizing this part of your website. The point here is to remove long contact forms in early stages of your user experience, or that long format content that it's unuseful for your users. Content forms should make it easy for users to reach out, but poorly designed ones can do the opposite. If your form has too many required fields or lacks attachment options, you could be creating unnecessary friction. Think about what your audience needs. If most of your inquiries are simple, keep the form short and straightforward. For more complex things, allow room for attachments and detailed messages. And for those who prefer more direct approach, consider include an email link alongside the form. It's up to you to decide what works better for your user. your business, and your customers. We know that optimizing your website for conversion is really important if you want to attract more customers online. But websites aren't the only thing you can do to boost your sales. Check out this video to learn the top 5 marketing strategies that are working well right now for a small business. See you!